everybody, welcome back to Captain Equine. Today we are doing something super fun and totally going to turn out amazing. We're going to create a short film with our horses. In order for this to work, we need three things. 1, a script. 2, a set. And 3, our lead actor. Which I know who it's going to be. So the first step is a script. And while I was writing this thing, I was like, I want to do something wild, something adventurous, something with speed and agility. Then I realized I've never filmed a movie before, and we're going to start slow. So with that in mind, I got started writing the script. At the end of all that, I realized only one thing was missing. Now it's done. What we need next is a scene. So I'm going to prepare the barn to make it look really nice, clean, flawless for the movie. As flawless as a 100-year-old barn can get anyways. While I'm doing that, he's going to have his abscess treatment on his back legs. The final bit of set preparation. Next up are props. So I need 2 empty hay bags, then 2 full hay bags, as well as an alfalfa flake or bale that's within easy reach. Props are gathered. Now it's time to get the lead actor ready. So I'm gonna groom him, which I didn't remove the grooming cart already because of this. But I'm gonna groom him, get him all nice and shiny, all the things. So to explain the script, basically what we're gonna do is have the owner leave the horse. The horse is going to untie that lead rope and get into a whole bunch of shenanigans. Now, with all that done, I'm just setting up the scene. Come on. Come on, buddy. Just one step. Thank you. One of the more important things to the scene is that the knot is up here and visible. Then I just need to tighten that real quick. It's bothering me, and anybody who's in equestrian who's watching it is gonna bother you too. Alrighty, buddy. I'll be right back. Be good. So I filmed several takes of this before I realized a couple of things that I probably should have known from the beginning. One was that I didn't plug in my microphone, so all the audio was useless, and my phone wasn't on Simonette. I can never say the word, but the one that makes all the stuff blurry around the horse, and the audio and footage look really good. My phone was not on that, which means all the footage was useless. And finally, I didn't know what to do with my arm, so it just looks awkward in every single shot. One button lower. Okay. Alrighty, buddy. I will be right back. Be good. So as you can see, I switched it from grooming to tightening that buckle. I just need to tighten that real quick. It's bothering me, and anybody who's an equestrian who's watching it is gonna bother you too. Me not having it tightened up at the beginning gave me that idea, and I finally take what I want to use for the movie in this next scene. Alrighty, buddy. I'll be right back. This next one's going to be a little bit tricky to do. Thankfully, I don't need any sound until the owner comes back, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But I'm unplugging I'm unplugging my microphone here in just 1 second, so I can talk into it. Ooh, tripod sure is wiggly. In this scene, I want him to look up towards the camera. I then come into a small realization later, but let's see our takes. Alrighty, time for the last scene until we start actually moving him around. That one's going to be quite difficult, I think, but I'm pretty excited. Now, somehow I got it into my head that he needed to smirk at the camera to add on to the fact that he's fixing to get into some trouble. I then realized horses don't really smirk, unless, like, they just have that sort of face. And Atlas didn't really like me messing with his nose like that, so I decided to cancel that scene and move on to the actual final scene. So for this scene, I wanted it to look like he was untying the knot, so the best way I could figure to do that was to get some alfalfa and put it on the knot for him to eat. I only took 1 or 2 takes because he got uninterested after a minute, but I think it worked out pretty well. Okay, next shot, the lead rope falls onto the ground. So let's get that one. Let's get a couple more shots of that. Okay, that's the last I'm going to shoot for today. I will continue this tomorrow. So it is day 2 of filming. He literally actively rolled in mud directly before we got here, so I got him as clean as possible. This is hopefully the last day of filming. I'm hoping to round it out here. So yeah, just to walk y'all through what we're doing for today's set. He's going to be eating the alfalfa. Then I want him to look at something else and try and eat it. And then we'll get our grand conclusion. Hi, baby. First, I'm gonna fly spray him, because they're awful. Attaboy, no! I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I made this movie because Atlas wasn't doing so well with his feet, so I didn't want to ride him. I felt bad, he had abscess and all that stuff, so I needed a alternate video idea for this week, and I think it turned out great. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!